Flip man, it's the flip man, flip man. You want some money in your hand? Flipping houses without credit or your cash. Get that bag.
Boom, we're in here. And I forgot to send out the text message, but that's okay. We'll get it out anyway. But Flippinar 304. I'm hearing myself. But Flippinar 304, and tonight's topic is wait a minute. Call your way to millions. Cold calling scripts for wholesale and real estate. Flippinar 304. If you want to join us live, text the word Gator to 205-964-5243. That'll get you pushed to the front of the line. Just text the word Gator, Gator, play on the word alligator, and still didn't bring the Gators in here. Going to have a couple of special things they're going to announce if you stick around, especially to the training part of this value add opportunity here. What else we got? So I'm gonna get the ticker going. Got some good stuff coming. Some good stuff coming. So gonna be very beneficial for you guys to tackle the number one reason why most wholesalers fail, along with the topic also. So stick around. So let me set the what's the name up real quick. But go ahead, AP.
All right. Thank you guys for joining us on this Thursday. Sorry for the delay. I know you're just as excited as I am to be here to learn more about wholesaling with little to cash or credit, as well as other creative ways to invest in real estate and make some dollars from it, whether it's land, whether it's commercial, hotels, whatever the case may be. We're here to talk about it, and we're here to allow you to ask questions so that we may answer. So this is the way it works. You post the question, I read the question, and Ty will answer the question. In addition to asking questions in the chat box on whatever platform you're on, you can join us live, get bumped to the front of the line, and ask whatever questions you may have. You can do so by texting the word Gator, Gator.
I forgot to add the Gator. Hold on. Hold your horses.
Hold my horses. They still know. They'll know.
Yeah, you don't have to text it again, probably, because I didn't add the link until now.
All right. The number is 205-964-5243 in order to join us live. Would love to have you on with us today. And I'm going to give you guys a few more moments to jump on. We do ask one thing, that you like, share, subscribe. Do so now. Tap that bell so you'll be notified anytime any new content is uploaded. Ashley Shanae on TikTok. How are you now? Can you hear now? I'm waiting for Ashley to confirm for me, or anyone else that's on TikTok, confirm that you can or cannot hear me. It seems as if she said we can't hear. Jose Sanchez, tell me as well. I see you posted a question in there. Can you hear me? No, Jose says he can't. All right, let me figure that out as we allow people to go ahead and start joining us. Hey, Ricky Hughes. Hey, Cass, Desiree, and Keziah. Thank you all. I'm glad to see you in the chat. She says, I'm glad to hear you again another week. That is correct. And Terrence Wilson. Terrence, you can. Okay, you're on Facebook, YouTube. I know you don't have any problem. It is TikTok. What's going on? Okay, so I have my...
Okay.
I got it in, and they say they can't hear me.
You got the wrong one. Might not know it now.
Don't you dare throw that at me.
You're not a catcher.
No, I'm not a catcher. That one doesn't have the thing on it.
Well, you need to give me a... Oh, it don't have one period.
Yeah, here.
Well, how they gonna hear you?
I got it. I can sit mine on top.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good.
Supplies around here now.
I know, like goodness.
They're just outside.
All right, TikTok. Am I there?
Might not know it now. Can you hear us now, TikTok?
No, you know they respond fast on everything else. Yes. All right. Junior the third says, yup. Todd says, yup. All right. There we go. And I'm sure everyone else is cool as well. Yari, thank you for letting me know. All right. So let's see here. HN. Adriano. I am Hadia. Okay. Let's see here. Who else is in this chat? I want to give you an opportunity to go ahead and join and start posting those questions in there. TikTok, make sure you post your questions in the chat as well. I'll be reading those, as well as Flipman with the tips. What tips you got on? I don't know. I don't know what that means. Okay. And Instagram, you should go ahead and start posting as well. So let's go ahead and jump right in here. Adriano says buying properties sub 2.
Might not know it now.
That's a question. Maybe is it for you, or maybe how you?
They got to elaborate a little bit more.
Okay.
Somebody said Reginald Abuku text me. So how do I comment to ask questions on your I'm thinking he on this. He texted me. Oh, my bad. Yeah, he got to figure that out.
Oh, okay. All right.
You need an internet course, don't you?
So Keziah says, I have partnered with someone on a house deal. I'm currently looking for an end buyer. I'm excited. All right, Keziah, you got it in the contract. Is it a deal? Do your numbers make sense? All of that, and who you've partnered with, y'all have an understanding on how this will be split. Get all those ducks in a little waddling row, and I'm sure you'll find you an end buyer. H&N says, are you going to talk about land deals?
You know what? Yes, we are. And I can go on and start talking about it now, and I'll just keep repeating it. But we're trying to reactivate the Facebook group. You know, it's all me because I'm not as active as I need to be. But I'm going to start putting, like, when I say text to do this, you're going to have to get it in the Facebook group, right? Okay. I'm going to try to start like tomorrow. I'm going to just say this: tomorrow at 12 noon Eastern, 11 Central. What else? What else we got?
Desert. Which one do Pacific time?
Mountain is 10, Pacific 9. We're gonna get in there. We're gonna comp properties. I guess mainly houses because that's what most people focus on. We'll try to do land and self-storage, and maybe hotels, motels, or whatever. So just real estate in general. So, but it's gonna only go down in the Facebook group. And part of this video, part of the additional training on this video will happen in the Facebook group. That's where you're going to have to go get it, right? So I don't know if that limits people, but I'm going to try to reactivate that thing because there's just too many people that are part of the group that we're not. It's at 70,000. So, but it's act like it's 50 in there. You know what I'm saying? So, but that's all on me because I hadn't been interaction. The interaction. You know, to create a reason to be in there. You know, the main reason there to hope to make some money or whatever, and networking. So that's ideally what it needs to be. Education, but at the end of the day, making some money.
Okay. So, Tatia Lee, it is wholesaling real estate with the Flipman.
I'm gonna put a ticker down. Well, that's on TikTok.
Yes.
Yeah. So it's wholesaling real estate with the Flipman. I guess I need to just create a link for them to make it easy for them to text to, you know what I'm saying, that too. But we'll put it. Just put it on the screen. Put it on the screen. Okay. But TikTok, you know what I'm saying? It's wholesaling real estate with the Flipman. You'll see my little brand, a logo or whatever, but I'm gonna create a ticker also.
Okay. All right. So on Instagram, Selena Aquo wants to know about buyers that she's Googled for vacant lots and found land buyers who say they can buy all land. Are those good buyers?
Well, we'll see. You'll put them to the test. Yeah, we'll see. You know, but they want deals. They on any price you give them.
Okay. Okay. So Equo, the only thing that you can do is ask what they're looking for, and the typical, how fast can you close if I find, how many acres are you looking for, all of those good questions, and you'll be able to weed out who are legit buyers and who's just looking for information. Let's see here. JR, Flipman, do you use more of apps to close deals or bandit signs?
Well, we're not really targeting houses. So I have like 3 or 4 boxes of bandit signs just sitting here in the office that haven't been put out and been over a year. So, but if I was targeting houses, I would do a combination of a multiple things if it's in your budget. But bandit signs still can be very effective. I know we had somebody in here, so they were putting out 200 a week. He had over $100,000 on the contract. I hope he's in here tonight to let us know where he is on all of that. So might not know it now.
All right. Let's see here. So Todd Webb on TikTok wants to know, would you buy a house next door for a rental?
Would you buy a house next door for a rental, meaning like it was next door for him to him?
I'm assuming.
If it made sense and you're comfortable with having your renters next door to you, I probably wouldn't let them know it was me. I'd probably get a third party manager to come. But some people, they can get down like that, don't bother them or
Don't
whatever.
be knocking on my door talking about your water heater.
Yeah, so I personally wouldn't, what I'm saying, wouldn't want that. But some people, they built for it, so.
Yeah. Okay, let's see here. Desiree wants to know, were you able to contact the woman from Atlanta, Georgia? Mrs. Ware?
I know Desiree's name. I'm caught up on my emails.
Okay.
So I don't know what was my last reply to her. They'd have to give me like an address on that. But just respond to the email, Desiree. Just respond to the email.
Okay. Lalosha, hey, how you doing? Boss Lady Dior, Patrick, and Lawrence, thank you all for being in the chat and being with us this evening. Alton, absolutely. It would be great if you can come on and join us live. Text the word Gator, Gator, to the number 205-964-5243. We'd love to have you on. And yes, we can comp that house for you. Let's see here. Boss Lady has a question. What has been the most effective way you've seen to find your self-storages?
Well, for us, cold building a list and cold calling. Now, because of my audience and I've had the unique opportunity by giving you guys the platform and the foundation to do it, a number of you all have taken advantage of that. But assuming that didn't exist, cold calling is really effective. Building a list and cold calling them.
All right, thank you. Do you buy houses that need to be completely gutted?
Well, now, of course, we're talking about wholesaling here, so we'll do deals on anything. The repairs are just the repairs. If the numbers still work based on the ARV, meaning what it'll sell for, then it still works out the same way.
All right, thank you for that. Patrick wants to know, what is the best target price range when wholesaling storage facilities?
What's what now?
The best target price range when wholesaling storage facilities. Is there one?
Well, you won't know what a price range is. You don't know. If you're talking about listed properties, that ain't what we do or whatever. When we call them, it's not for sale. It's a cold call. It's not for sale.
Okay. Well, Patrick, you answered your question. The follow-up was, I feel like as long as I'm speaking directly with the owner, there is no price range.
Yeah, well, no, it's not. We have to determine that based on the income that the property is producing.
Okay. Hello, everyone. Flipped. I learned how to negotiate SS deals with agents. Signed contract today. I'll keep you posted. Thank you for being here, giving info. And that's from Ashley Turner.
Oh yeah, Ashley Killer. Yes, ma'am.
Out there getting it.
Yes, ma'am.
Cash Waller says, what do you think is the best market for single family homes in Florida? And that was for you guys in the chat as well to respond.
That wouldn't be anything I would know.
Okay.
But the way I look at it, Tampa, Jacksonville, Orlando market, obviously Miami, that whole South Florida market, and you can go even smaller, but those are going to be the Tallahassee, of course. I guess that Pensacola area, that what they call that, Panhandle. Any decent sized city, doesn't matter. People there, life situation is going to create motivated sellers. So
Understood. Hey, Love Mitchell, Leo, Deonica's here. Joseph, Brandon, Neff, Kiana, and Ms. Wanda. Hey, Antoine. Thank you all for joining us this evening. Really appreciate you being here. So Kiana wants to know about a submitted storage facility, but when you all tried to contact the owner, he didn't pick up. Would you guys try to call them again to see if it is a deal?
we will. We have a pretty good follow-up system. Getting better. Sometimes a little holes in it, but we're going to call them again.
Right. Brandon has a word of advice for you all in the chat. For those looking to do your first deal, stay consistent. Don't let the setbacks deter you. Came across Flipman in 2018, took a year for my first deal in 2019 and never looked back. Been doing residential and commercial ever since, but problems still arrive today. Just have to keep pushing.
Keep pushing. That's what's up, man.
Pushing. All right. Y'all heard it from Brandon right here. Okay.
I got it here 12 noon Easter. Lord have mercy.
That's what you actually said.
That's what I put on the screen, 12 noon Eastern.
But that's what you said. You said 11 Central, 12 noon Eastern, 9 Pacific.
I said Easter.
Oh, you put Easter. Oh, goodness. Yeah. And I'm not even hearing you correct. I'm like, that's right. What's wrong with that?
Hey.
Like, what's wrong with that? 1JB on Instagram wants to know, do you BRRRR any or wholesale everything?
Nah, years ago I did that, years ago, so really not interested in doing anything like that with houses.
Okay. So for those of...
Well, you can do it with commercial too, but...
Explain what BRRR
Well,
is.
It's buy, renovate, refinance, rent, repeat.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So
buy, renovate or rehab, rent, refinance, repeat.
Oh, so almost like flipping with the extra step because you're holding on to it.
Yeah, you're getting your money back through the refinance. So you can go do it again. That's where the repeat comes from.
Okay. Steffi B says, if I live in Canada, can I complete your course and do wholesaling for the US?
Most definitely. That's where if you text the word CHOP, CHOP, and people still add an S to it, it's just amazing. Is it me?
It's not you.
It's not me. Okay. And people still add an S to it. CHOP, 4 letters. If you have 5, you had too many.
Okay.
CHOP. To 205-964-5243. That'll get you going in the right direction.
Like chopping.
The right direction.
Okay. Wigs by Rachel Rose on TikTok. I'm gonna have to look at your page, girl. How do you determine if a property is within their redemption period for a pre-foreclosure?
Okay, so our question was, how do you determine if a property is in the redemption period for a pre-foreclosure? Okay, you're getting confused. When a property has been officially foreclosed on, they do have the person that lost the house, they do have a redemption period. I don't know if it's the same for each state. I think it's a whole year in Alabama. It rarely happens. It rarely happens, right? But on a pre-foreclosure, they still own. They're just behind in payment. So there are a number of things that can be done, possibly, if they're willing to do it. So those are two different things.
Okay.
Baby. They been gave me a copyright strike for saying that.
You ain't on key, no way. Okay. Joseph
What?
Wilson. Joseph Wilson says, hello. What is a blind HUD closing?
What is a blind HUD closing? It basically, okay, so first let's establish what a HUD 1 is. The best way I can explain it, it's like a invoice of who's the seller, who's the buyer, the address of the property, the price, all the fees associated with the property, all the liens or mortgages associated with the property, who's paying what, who's receiving what. So you're going to have the buyer side of that HUD 1. You're going to have the seller side. So a blind HUD is the seller is only going to see their side of the transaction, and the buyer only sees their side of the transaction. So, it just depends on who you're dealing with. Some attorneys, some title companies, escrow companies don't like to do that.
Okay. So from TikTok, Hector wants to know, do you think PropWire is a good tool to use that compares to PropStream?
I've never used it before, but if you want to use the tool that we use, text the word tool to 205-964-5243, which you'll see me using it tomorrow. If you join us live in my Facebook group, Wholesaling Real Estate with the Flip Man, well, I will be comping properties 12 noon Eastern, April 12th. Don't meet me there, beat me there. I'm gonna try to do it. I'm gonna try to do it daily. I'm gonna try to.
Okay. I know you can do it.
You believe in me?
Oh, I believe in you. I know you can. Deanna, Life of Unique.
What's going on,
Debbie and Scooter, the real Terry. Welcome. Ron Hill. Neff 7, I've just been saying Neff, but I'll add the 7 to it, who says, finally got started with driving for dollars, gathered about 200 addresses, a lot are vacant lots. Do you think that there could be a deal or two within that small list based off of the law of averages?
It could possibly be a deal there, especially if you go beyond just wholesaling and you are open to, if the price doesn't work for a wholesale cash deal, it could possibly be owner financing. So, that's possibly an option for, it's a strong possibility. Well, the first hurdle is obviously getting phone numbers for those people, then reaching them. If you do reach them, do they even want to talk to you? If they do want to talk to you, which that's part of the script we're going to get into tonight. Do they want to sell? If they do want to sell, then we get to whether the numbers work or not.
Okay.
What's it called?
Let's see here. Alton, thank you for joining us. You had the property you wanted. Comped. Uh-oh. I see him at the bottom, but I don't see him up here.
Yeah, his internet. You knocked him out.
I knocked him out. Hey, Alton.
My man. His internet ain't strong enough.
Yeah, I think we have.
Yeah, tell him just put it in the chat and we'll comp it.
Well, I have it.
Well, just go and knock him off then.
Okay.
Because his internet ain't strong.
All right, we're good now.
His internet ain't strong enough.
Okay. Alton, I'm going to go ahead and pull up the screen and comp your property for you. Sorry about that connection we had there. Let's see here. You ready?
Yeah. Okay, so first things first. I'm going to be using Zomps first. And you can get access Zomps. It's a tool that goes along with Zillow to make it real estate investor wholesaler friendly. So what's the address?
It is 1715 Green Street, And that is in Warner Robins, Georgia.
What if when I put this in here, like, you know, it automatically, like when I put it in the address bar up
And it
here,
just automatically populate.
and it just auto like populate like
You've looked at it already?
bigbees.com or something. That'd be wild, wouldn't it?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I've never, well, anyway. So what is it?
Yeah,
17,
never mind
15,
anyway.
green what?
Green Street. Warner Robins.
Okay.
Right there.
That's where Nikki is from, Ron Robin. All right. So okay. All right. So we got it here. And so we have the property. Let me make sure I clear all of this out from before. Okay, so boom. All right, so we're using Zomps. Okay, so what we're about to do is, in order to know if you have a deal or not, you have to know the end game. What would the house appraise for? What would the house appraise for? So you can backdoor it. So now you can know what am I trying to say here? Where you need to be to make it a deal or not.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we can't play full price, right? So can't come close to it actually. All right, so I'm gonna take this address. First, I'm gonna add it. Then I'll go to the key here, make it the target. It'll all make sense here in a minute. And then I'll click in here. I just learned this last week. Put the address in, so it should go right to it. Okay, so now I have an idea where it's located. So I'll zoom out. Okay, I'll zoom out. I'll remove the boundary up here. And I'll be doing a lot of these tomorrow. So get your properties ready for tomorrow because I'm gonna be comping. All right. So comps 101 is back. All right. So I'll create the boundary in this area. Then I'll go to reset filters. You always want to do that when you're looking at a new property and with using Zomps. And then I'll hit apply. Well, I'm sorry, I need to reset filters after I hit a reply. So reset filters. Then I'm gonna go here to home type, deselect all, select houses, hit apply. Okay, so it's a lot of activity in here, which is good. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to go in here and reduce some of that and look at the last 90 days of sales. So that's a good number. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So it's more than 10. So Zomps won't pull all 10 of the more than 10 here through the automatic feature. So what I'm gonna do is I think we're right in here. So I'm gonna cut off a few of these. So because we have so much activity in here. So I'm gonna take the draw tool and I'm just gonna cut it down through this area here to eliminate a couple of those and still too many. All right, so let's do it even a smaller area, which is good. Let's do it like this, hit apply, boom. All right, so now we got enough. So I'll use the automatic orange plus button there, plus all. It's going to automatically add those for us. So it has a counter there, 6, 7, 8, 9, and the notification here at the top. Boom, hit the key. All righty, so what we're going to do here first, right, we're just going to do some process of elimination. So our property is built in 1987, so we want to try to compare likes to likes starting with the year. So we have properties like we ideally would like to stay within 5 years, plus or minus, right? What am I trying to say? 1992 down to 1982 would be ideal, but we have 1985, we have a 73, 69. So I'm going to eliminate these here down here that were sold at some really low prices. I'm going to eliminate this one because it doesn't have a sales date on it. And what else am I looking? Because what I'm trying to do, I'm trying to get this average price per square foot, and I'll explain that in a minute. All right, so this one that sold 1989, it sold just recently back in January. All right, so it sold at $120 a square foot. So let's look at that one. So it doesn't have any photos. I don't like that. Then we have this one here. That's a 1969. It sold at $149 a square foot. I could tell it was completely renovated from the old photo to the new photo. So that's a good one to use. And then we have one down here, 1965. Does it look renovated from those two photos, Adrian?
Outside is fine. Need to see the inside.
Need to see the inside. So I'm gonna eliminate the ones the $87 a square foot, the $94 a square foot, the $92 a square foot, and that'll give me an average of about 130. So how do we arrive at that number? So what happens is you take the square footage and it divides it into the you know what? I'm going to get rid of this one here too. This that one there too. All right, so we're around $120 a square foot. All right, so if you divide the square footage, which is 1,075, and two what it's sold for, which is 128, it gives you a price per square foot of 120. Same thing with this one. So it gives an average of 120 because both of them are. So that was easy. All right, so what Zomps does is automatically going to take your average price per square foot and multiply it times our square footage, which is 2,535. So our suggested ARV is 304 on this property. All right, so if we use the Zomps calculator, and we're going to use offers are free GPT. Well, let's do that first before we even use the Zomps calculator.
Okay.
All right, so we're going to use that first. So I'm going to copy this 304,200, and we're going to go to the Chat GPT. Offers are free. To access that, you can access this by texting the number 300 to 205-964-5243. Now, if you get in there, you have to have Chat GPT Plus. That's $20 a month. I don't get any of that money. So that's what it's for. It'd be more than worth it. Trust me, beyond what we're using here. If you don't see this logo and it says offers are free by Flipman, you're not where you need to be. Adrian, guess what I'm about to do?
What you about to do? You're going to ask it questions.
I'm going to repeat what I just said.
Okay.
If you do not see offers are free by Flipman, you're not where you need to be. Adrian, guess what I'm about to do?
You're going to say it again?
If you do not see offers are free by Flipman, you're not where you're supposed to be. Okay.
Heard.
So we know what the ARV is. It's $304,200. I'm gonna put that exact amount in here, the suggested amount. So I'm gonna put in here 304 ARV. I can put a comma. We're going to say, I don't know if it's livable or not. In this example, we're gonna go with livable, then I'll do the not livable. We're gonna say it's livable, right? What did we say the square footage was? You don't remember. 25, 35 square feet. Livable. So I'm gonna put livable 2,535 square feet, right? I'll spell square out. So feet. Let's spell it right. It'll figure it out. But anyway, and how much do I want to make on this deal? So we normally go with 10% of the ARV. So 10% of 304,200 is what, Adria?
3,000.
Come on, give me another zero.
30,000.
Yeah, 30,000.
40.
Oh,
yeah. 4.
Yeah. Okay, so we're just gonna go with 30,000 to be even number. So 30 grand.
Why you be asking the math stuff? No, I can't do that on the spot. I can answer anything else in this world.
So I'm gonna put in a $30,000 profit, right? Okay, so I'll hit enter. So if you look here, I got the ARV, suggested ARV of 304,200. ARV is livable at 2,535 square feet, and I want to make 30 grand on it, right? So I hit enter. Let Chat offers or free GPT do its thing. So it's basically going to go back and highlight. Well, some people got jokes. So I'm going.
What they say?
You don't want to know what they say.
Let me know what they say.
No. Anyway, talking about what do they win if they take slot. And so, all right. So it highlights 304,200, condition livable, square footage, 2,535, desired wholesalers profit, 30 grand. Okay, so it's asking me, it highlights everything. So what we're doing here, the way we calculate repairs as a generalization, it's not set in stone. if it's livable, we multiply the square footage times $25. If it's not livable, times $40. Okay, so I don't know. It may not need to be repaired, but I'm going by what information I have available to me.
Okay.
So with that being said, the repair cost is $63,375. So what ChatGPT is going to go through the process. Once we pull the calculator up, it's going to make a little bit more sense. All right, so it's asking me a question here. Would you like to proceed with this default repair estimate, or do you have a different repair cost per square foot in mind based on the current market? So you may say, Ty, that house doesn't need that much work. It may need, because it's so big, 2,500 square feet plus, it needs probably about 20, just paint, stuff like that, but it's going to still take a little bread. All right, so I could just put that in there, but we're just going to roll with the default. So I'm going to say default. All right, so now it's going to do its thing and run your numbers for you. It's going to tell you what you should offer to the seller and what you need to wholesale it for to a buyer to accomplish that $30,000 payday. Now, it's all negotiable, but just to keep things clean, we're just going to let it do its thing here.
Okay. While we're waiting for it to do its thing, I see some of you guys in the chat telling me who invited you to tonight's
I forgot about that.
Right? So this is me reminding you, if you invited someone to tonight's Flippinar, they need to @ your name in the chat session. This is for TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube.
I forgot we were doing that tonight.
All the stuff. Not a lot of people. I can already tell you who the one, because nobody's putting anything.
Ain't nobody doing it, huh?
There's one person.
Okay.
That has 4 people that says, I was invited by, I'm here with.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Don't make this easy. If you were here last week and you know what's up for grabs, don't make this easy. Also, Ricky Hughes said, click the like button. Click the like button.
Yeah.
Subscribe. Everything. Make sure you put it. Oh, you're right, Love Mitchell. We did say YouTube. We said it had to be YouTube because I can't keep track of
you can't
Instagram
keep track all of
and TikTok.
Yeah.
You can't invite yourself.
Yeah, no, you can't do that. That ain't gonna work.
No.
Hey, and the person that keeps texting me, you need to invite 5 people if you want to win something.
All right, put it in the chat.
And they know who they are. So you need to invite 5 people, and they need to reference your name.
There you go.
Yeah,
Reference.
So however you want to put it. I know your code word. So anyway, so the seller's offer is $119.65. So basically 120 or less. And you'll put it back out there around, $149,565, but around 150 or so. Right?
Right.
That's what you'll put it back out there to cash buyer to accomplish that $30,000 fee. So guess what we're going to do now, Adrian?
We're going to go over to the Dilulator calculator.
Okay, we're going to go back to Zomps, to the calculator.
Yes, to Zomps.
Okay, so remember, if you want to use the cheat GPT and let it just spell it all out for you, offers are free, and it has to say by Flipman. All right, so we're going back to Zomps, so I'll hit the calculator. Okay. All I have to do is go ahead and change it to 30,000. My profit, the wholesaler's profit, and guess what happens? It's magic. Same thing. We all in the same game.
Ooh, when a plan comes together.
But just going back to the GPT, let's just say run the numbers with the repairs at 20,000. Run numbers if repair cost was 20,000. And they have to be on YouTube. They have to go on YouTube and say you referred them, people. Mm-hmm. Somebody trying to be real smart with me. Anyway. Just can't text me their names. Just text me names. What do you think this is?
It don't work that way.
Okay, so we did the 20,000 repairs. So now the offer is a little higher. You can offer the seller around 163. It's 162,940 to be exact. The cash buyer, you put it back out there around 192,940. So just do some even numbers. Around 165 or less. put it back out there around 195 to your buyer. So what does chat say if I go ahead and change this to 20,000 in repairs? It should, I mean, what Zomp says, it should say the same thing. And guess what, Adrian?
It say the same thing.
It say the same thing, baby. Math is math. The math is mathing.
Okay.
Hey, the math is mathing. All right, so boom, we got my boy knocked out. So there you go. But real quick, if it's not livable, let's just run the numbers. So you need to be 80,000 or less if it's not livable, and put it back out there around 110, 115 or so. Boom.
All right. LP on TikTok. We're sharing this information. At that moment, Ty was sharing his screen doing a comp through Zomps, and that information would be visible to you on YouTube once we're done with our live tonight. The video will be completely available. Yes, unfortunately, you cannot see the screen on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, X, all can. But you would need to join us on YouTube to see that. But no worries, it's available for you after. What's the YouTube channel?
Flipman.
Flipman.
It's amazing. Go there and search it, and whoo, boy, your boy gonna pop up like crazy.
Boom, 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 boom. There you go. And that was for Dominiquez as well. Yes, Flipman. Hey, Bouncer Thomas. Thank you for joining us here as well. Oh, yes, Zomps is fire. Yes, it does a lot of good things. All right.
Used to do more.
Debbie, it's okay. But right now we have Mama Lamb. I ain't seen Mama Lamb in a minute.
Oh, wow, making that bread, man.
Yes, making money.
Making that bread. That's what's happening.
Hey, love, how you doing?
Hi, okay.
Good evening.
Good evening. I wanted to ask about this property. I can't find the comps for.
Okay.
Yeah, so the address is 2664 Center Street, 15205.
Oh, that's in Birmingham, Alabama.
No?
You said, what was it?
2664 Center Street, 15205.
Oh, I didn't hear about the 205.
Yeah.
It would be 35205 here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, my bad. All right, so all right, give it to me again. I got distracted. Give it to me again.
2664 Center Street, 15205. I have it under contract as of today.
You said 15205?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Okay, so let me open this up here. Let me clear out what we had going on before. All right, let me clear all of that out. All right, so where's my property? Let me do it again. Zillow ain't tripping, is it? Let me see. Uh-oh. Wait a minute. Oh, what is it doing? Let me see. Let me go here direct like this. Interesting. Let me go to Zillow period. Okay. So you said what was it,
2664 Center Street, 15205.
15205.
I got you next time you ask. I got it. Don't ask no more.
That's all right. It's all right. Take your time. It's split, man.
Hey, sadly, okay, that ain't it right there. Let me see. Which one? What was the last two numbers later?
2664.
Okay.
You can't find it?
There it is right there.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay, there we go. Boom. I had to trick it.
All
right, so there we're going to make that the target. So then we're going to close that. So it's right here. So I'll zoom out. All right, so I can create a boundary in this area. All right, so should be through here, all up in here. Let's see. So we'll go through here. La 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 la.
You made a boot.
Oh, not even intentionally. Okay, that's
What's
what's
a
up.
Or stalking. Yeah.
Or see. Mm-hmm.
All right. Okay, so we got some activity in here.
Mm-hmm.
All right. We're gonna do the last 90 days. All right. Let's do the last 6 months. Okay, boom.
I got a violation warning.
So I can add all of those. What?
I got a violation warning.
That what it say?
Yeah, your live is flagged for personal information.
Oh my God.
They must have heard the address. It's just a warning.
Okay. It's gonna let us continue?
You want me to hit OK and see?
Yeah, you don't have to. Yeah.
It asks us. Oh yeah, it's letting us go on.
Okay.
Yeah.
Tripping. Stupid
TikTok.
bots. All right, so boom. So we got some comps in here. So it's a 1925 build. As you know, ideally within that 10-year range, but these are some older houses. So I'm gonna throw out the 1955 just automatically, and the 1930. I'm gonna throw that out also. You know what? I should have kept that one. Dog, I should have kept that because we're 1925. I think we'll be okay. I needed that one. Let me see. It was 260. Where is it? It was 260. Where was it? Here. Was it this one? Yeah, I think it was that one. Let's see now. Yeah, that was it. It was 206. All right. So let's see here. So your house is 1472 square feet. Let's start to look at some of these. This one that is 1900 square feet is fairly big house. Now let's look at this one that's sold. Well, no, let's look at the one that's closest in year, and it just sold too. So not renovated, but in decent shape. So that number. Okay. So that's cool. So we know we like that 110 per square foot. So we're gonna get rid of this 80 and 64. And then we're going to get rid of this 164 because that's an outlier. So we're at an average price per square foot of a 108, right? Okay. So if we multiply the 108 times the 1472, that gives us a suggested ARV. We're going to say 159, right? Because I'm going to go over here to the offers GPT and start a new one here. So, all right. So what was the square footage again? It was 1472. So I'm going to start a new offers GPT. So we said the ARV is 159K ARV. Is it livable or not?
It is. He's in it.
Livable. 1472 square feet. Default. I'm just going to tell it to do the default. Right. And we want to make so 159. So that's basically 16,000. So we'll say 15,000, 15K profit. All right. So let's run the numbers. All right, 159 ARV, livable, 1472 square feet, 15K profit. And it's automatically going to go on and pass that because I said go ahead and use the default $25 a square foot times the square footage. All right, so what we get? All right.
You choose the red or does...
It does that.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry, guys. I know some of you have commented that it's hard for you to see that, but yeah, that's not a.
Yeah,
option.
It does that. It does that. You know, so. All right. So the seller's offer is basically you're going to offer 60 grand, and to make 15,000, you'll put it back out there around 75.
I messed up. All right. Okay.
So like the repairs on it was it said the repairs is around 36.8, so basically about 37,000. Now it may not need that much. What did you say?
He needs that much. He needs that much, yeah.
It does need that much. Okay.
Yeah. So I just threw out a number because I was just going for the lowest offer, and I'm like, okay, this guy, he wants 150,000 for this
Oh,
house, and it's like, whoa, this is not worth it.
oh.
So I just threw out a number. Sorry, person, but we can't accept anything higher than 70 grand.
Okay.
I thought he was going to say no. He said okay.
Oh, but yeah, that's easy. That's an easy fix there. You ain't but 10,000 off where you need to be.
Yeah, but then he has a HELOC of 25 grand. Then he has a mortgage of 40 grand. That takes it to 65. And
Well,
he was looking to walk away with 10.
okay, so you're right there though. So you still can probably make it peel off 5, maybe even 10. Nothing is set in stone here. You make it peel that off still. At 7, if he said 70, we're only 10 off from making 15. You still make 5 easily or more, possibly 10. It's close.
Yeah.
Now he can't pull off 10 on the numbers you just gave me. Now you said 40 plus 65 is 65. Technically, he wants to be at 75. You add 10 more thousand to it.
Mm-hmm.
He's not going to be able to pull off 10. He can pull off 5 based on the numbers you've given me, if my math is correct. But yeah, it'll still be worth putting on the contract and putting out there. I would put it on the contract at that 70 and put it out there maybe 85 and see what happens.
Yeah. Okay. All right. And then he lives in the house. So I wanted to ask you, when is an appropriate time to let him know that he has to be gone?
You mean after the closing, or you mean when your buyers come on to take a look at it?
I did a virtual tour, so I'm hoping that they're not going to want to come and take a look at it.
That's going to be rare.
Yeah.
That's going to be rare. So part of the script that I'm going to be going over tonight at the end is going to address that.
Okay.
Totally. Some of you all already know what I'm about to say, but totally going in a different direction on whether you should let them know if you're wholesaling or not and how to let them know that. Right.
Right. Because I didn't let them know that.
Yeah. So we're going in a different direction on that going forward.
Okay.
Based on my teachings anyway.
All right.
When you get more, what they say, when you get more information, you know better. Don't want to say you know better, do better. You
know better, you do better.
But it's something else, another saying, whatever. We'll figure it out. All right. But anything else, baby girl?
Deal machine or prop stream. I'm paying for both, and I need to pick one. And the deal machine has a lot better skip tracing, and it has the same information as prop stream.
I am a reseller of prop stream, and that's what I use. I've never used deal machine, but if that's working for you, don't let me sway you. You know what I'm saying? I'm just telling you what I use and what I've always used. So
all right. And then I have a property and probate, and I need to know. I'm going to talk to them soon. I need to know about what is it that could be holding them from. They say they want to talk to their lawyer about whether or not they can sell. They can sell while it's in probate, right?
Well, that's part of where your title company or closing attorney would come into play.
Okay.
Because it may be something very simple, assuming the heirs are all on the same page as for sale, price, and all that stuff. It may be something that you can avoid that entire probate process. I know in a lot of states you could do what they call heir affidavits. You get them, normally how it works is you get 2 people that are not associated with the actual transaction to say, hey, yeah, these people are the heirs of such and such, but 2 for each person, where each heir. Yeah, so that may be an option. I would a title search would do that. I hate you spend that money to know, but that's sort of the only way you're gonna know, unless you already have a relationship with somebody just to take a look at it and just tell you. So
okay. All right. Thank you very much.
Good to see you, baby girl.
You too. See you soon.
You need to get on this self-storage and hotels and land with us. Put that energy there.
I'm on a land. I'm on a land now. I'm here.
All right.
Okay.
All right.
All right. All right.
Bye. Have a good night.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, now they're putting it in the chat. They line it up in the chat.
It ain't referencing the numbers.
They telling me who they right, you know.
It ain't reflected in the numbers.
So let me see. Are y'all saying something and leaving? I can see that. Don't come in and just put your name and then leave now.
Better just leave it on in the background.
But I will say there are some names in here
that you don't recognize.
That I do not recognize.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, so absolutely. Shaq Smith, what's up?
Where his 5 at? Don't talk
West
to me. Don't
Detroit.
Don't be greedy. Where your 5 at?
Shaq a regular. But he got some folks in here too. I think. Hold on. No, you talking to somebody.
I don't want to do no shout outs if you ain't got your 5 people.
Shaq wasn't here last week. So he would have
had to rewatch
it. Shaq.
Whose fault is that? That ain't my fault.
You're right.
I'm supposed to be here.
Okay. I'm not saying nothing. Mr. Bailey, Dessalines, S.S. Smith, Bert Deering. Like I'm telling you the names you haven't seen before. The Man.
But who they with though?
It says it in here.
Okay.
I'm just saying Teeny, Tess Tuo, Max Love. I think I've seen that before. Maybe Peter Silva, Luke Neeson, Artrice.
We got some people over here.
Yes. Now I'm wondering what the other folks are supposed to be.
What the regular people? You can't win anyway. Hey, where you at?
Wait a minute.
Hey, you didn't invite people to your birthday party. You ain't even showing up.
Okay. Valencia's been here. Let's see here. So yeah, I do see some names.
Good to my throat.
I do. Norma was invited by you.
Huh?
It says Norma Forey says invited by Flip Man.
I don't know no Norma Forey.
Nah, that would be slick as I don't know what.
What?
If everybody said they was invited by Flip, because you say see you next week.
That still ain't fine. You gotta do fine.
I know, but I'm just saying. Cynthia, motivational blueprints. So yeah, Byron Jones. Yeah, I see some names in here. So answer this question. I see 2 people that have asked, how do you do this with high price homes?
Same way.
The same way. So it doesn't matter whether you're in Alabama or California, where the prices of houses are drastically different.
You're gonna pay the investors will pay more, which means you don't have to negotiate as hard, but same way.
Okay, cool. Let's see here.
Yeah, don't forget tomorrow, 12 noon, Facebook, in the Facebook group, Wholesaling Real Estate with the Flip Man. We will be going live, comping properties, houses, land, multifamily, hotel, motel, self-storage. If I don't know if we can get it. I think I can handle most of those.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let me see. HN. I don't think I did, but
Well, we
no.
already hour in, golly.
I know. HN. So yes, you got the because of that question in regards to prop stream. But I will say that Deal Machine isn't free either. So prop stream isn't. So your question
text the word tool.
Yeah.
To use the same tool I use, the 205-964-5243.
That wasn't the question.
And I'm just
plugging it.
Back to regular programming.
The question was, what's a comparable? And no, it's not going to be comparable, absolutely, because it's free. But what's something free that you can use that's similar to PropStream? And you might have to take 2-3 things to put it.
I hate to put folks stuff out there and they ain't paying me. But
But
I like to help people.
Okay.
I like as my great uncle used to say, I like to hope people.
Zumps.
That ain't gonna do it yet. I like to hope people. Now, Regrid, you can at least pull up owner's information.
Okay.
You can at least do that with their free account. I think some of the other ones do that too, though.
Okay.
But they ain't. So, but Regrid, R-E grid.
All right. So I need you to stop, pause. Tell everyone again, one more time, how to access the offers are free Chat GPT and what it does. We have some new members here tonight
I thought I had a thing up
that
here.
asked that question.
Let me see.
I don't know why you got shift 2. Get that part off that is covering the ticker.
What do you mean?
It says cropped layout, press shift 2.
Oh, that's just on your screen. They can't see that.
Okay. That was on my screen. Sorry.
Lord have mercy. Oh, I forgot to put the CRM up there while I'm looking for that.
Mm-hmm.
But text 300 if you want to use the Chat GPT. Well, the offers are free GPT. Buy the Flipman or buy Flipman. Text 300 to 205-964-53. 523. Wait a minute. 5243.
Okay. Someone mentioned Ownerly. You ever heard of that?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't think it's free though.
Okay.
That's more like a Zillow Redfin realtor.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha. All right. So
we'll be comping tomorrow, 12 noon Eastern.
12 noon
in the Facebook group.
Eastern.
Wholesaling real estate with the Flipman.
Okay. All right. So while I'm trying to do some calculations here, can you talk about Call Your Way to Millions, cold calling scripts for wholesaling real estate?
Oh, you finna pick the people while I'm doing this?
I'm trying to sort through.
Yes, they didn't trick you.
Yes, because yeah.
You need a pen?
Yes.
We got some over here. I
I
got to throw this.
Okay. Ah! You flicked it. You threw it short.
These catching
You
skills
ain't play
horrible.
football, did you?
All right, so okay. All right. Okay. All right, so I need to share my screen. I'm gonna pull my stuff up first here. I really need you for this because you're good. You're a good reader. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I really sort of need you for this. So we'll do something else. We'll figure out something else while you're looking up the thing. But I need you for this. I'll explain you once you read it. I'll explain it.
Okay.
Or whatever. So let me pull them up here. Let me see. That girl can read. So that's the land. This the self-storage. Okay.
These are the scripts. Cold calling scripts.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. That's the title, man.
I know. Are they new?
They're updated. They're new. You know what I'm saying? You got the new 2025. Call Your Way to Millions. Cold calling scripts for wholesaling real estate. You know what? Before we do that, let me stop sharing. Before we do that, I think my man threw in my thumbnail. I think he threw it the thumbnail. Let me see. Oh yeah.
How many of y'all here noticed that repeat thumbnail?
They don't
the
know.
Flip man with that ear on the back.
Hey, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Before you start talking, wait a minute. Hey, I'm gonna set you up right here. I know my boy. I can't just put it. Yeah. He's too good, man. That's 2. And then let me put this one. Let me see which one that you put your 30 cents on it. All right, hold on, guys. Hold your horses. Let's see here. So let me see. 304.
Hey, when they throw these puzzle pieces up here.
What they doing?
They've done it every week on TikTok. They'll throw like verify your connection, and I have to move a puzzle piece.
All right, boom.
Okay.
All
right, I like that. Hotels, houses, self-storage, multifamily. He on the phone, so he gonna tell you how to talk to make money off of all of those. Yeah. Right? So that's what we're gonna talk about the script. Okay, I can already tell you that's a 5. And I can already tell you, Cass, he gave you a 5.
Okay. All right.
And Day, she gave you a 5.
Oh.
Wanda gave you a 5. Debbie Scooter gave you a 5. I'm just telling you, they already gave you a 5.
All right.
And I say this valid this week.
Okay. All right. Boom. So there's scripts. Do your thing.
All right. So script for landowners. Ty, you're gonna hate me because this is a cold call about buying your land. Do you want to hang up now or give me 30 seconds and then decide?
That's opening one.
Okay. Opening two. Ty, to be upfront, I have a good problem I think your vacant land can help me solve. My problem is I have more eager investors ready to buy land than what I have available to offer them, and your property caught my eye as a potential match. Do you have a moment to discuss an offer?
Boom. Okay. If you didn't notice in that part of it where it says, my problem is I have more eager investors ready to buy land than I have than what I have available to offer them. You are literally telling them you're wholesaling right there.
Because I said not me. Although if y'all caught it, I said my I instead of our I. So that's why it's important to say our.
Yeah.
And because you're already implying that it's you along with someone else.
Yes.
That you're not the only person in this party.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
That I'm talking about this property with you for somebody else.
Okay.
Yeah.
So now option one, okay, if they say they're going to give you the 30 seconds, you're basically going to flow into option two. If they say, yeah, I'll give you 30 seconds, say, well, great. I have a good problem I think your vacant land can help me solve. My problem is I have more eager investors ready to buy land than what I have available to offer them, and your property caught our eye as a potential match. Do you have a moment to discuss? So really you're supposed to say after that is, have I earned another 5 minutes to discuss further? Instead of saying, do you have a moment? That's if you're using option one and they give you the 30 seconds, then you get through that part of it, you ask for another 5 minutes. 5 minutes to discuss. All right. So assuming you get that and he wants to give you that. So now you're just going to get into the information you need to collect, whether you need a deal whether or not it's a deal or not, right? You have to have enough information to underwrite, to analyze the property, to either accept their price or offer. So we're going to get to that too on when people don't want to give you a price, which is very important. Okay, so with land, so you're going to just go into the location and size. Could you verify the address of your land? So a lot of times they may not know the address because it may not have an actual address, just a parcel number. And sometimes they just may not know the address off the top of the head because remember, you're all cold calling them. So if they don't actually know the address, try to at least, if there may be an address next door or a landmark, maybe a Walmart across the street, I don't know, or whatever, something, the landmark. If they don't have that, then the best thing you can do, that land, they're sending a property tax bill out every year, the county or the city is. It's going normally to a mailing address that they're associated with. Normally it's another property that they own. You can use that address to locate this address, especially with PropStream, okay? Because it'll show linked properties. All right. The size of the property, sometimes they're going to know. So if it's under an acre, 0.13 acres, or they may give it to you in square footage, or they may say it's 30 acres or 10 acres, whatever the number is. So you want to know the size of the property. All right. Zoning information. Now, all of these questions, I ain't going to keep saying this over again. All these questions, sometimes they're going to know the answer, sometimes they won't. So I ain't going to go over that again. All right. So we're just going to assume they know everything on this. All right. So do you happen to know the current zoning classification for your land? For instance, is it zoned for residential, commercial, or another use? All right. Number 3, access to the property. Does your land have direct access to a road or any kind of road frontage? So sometimes it cannot have actual road access as far as a road that goes on to the property, but it may have a ton of road frontage. And then sometimes they have both, but then sometimes they won't have any. It'll be landlocked. That decreases the value in most cases. All right. Utilities. Are there any utilities available on the property like water, electricity, or gas? Very important. A huge difference in the value of the property, whether it has it or it doesn't have it. If it has access to those utilities, or even some of them and not some of them, that'll change the value of the property. Physical characteristics. Can you describe the land a bit? For example, is it mostly flat, wooded, or does it have any special features like wetlands? Wetlands can be described as water that's on the property. Could be a creek, could be a pond. anything of that nature. May have some, maybe water frontage, to a lake or an ocean, whatever, river. So existing structures. Are there any buildings or structures currently on the property, or have there been any in the past? So it may currently have a house, mobile home, a barn, whatever, a warehouse, whatever on it. You need to at least have that conversation, whether you know it or not, to see what they say about it. Now, it may have been a structure there, which normally is a good thing, because normally utilities probably have been ran there if it had a structure there before. All right. So all of this is fact finding, building rapport, getting information about the property. So you make a few things are true in going through these questions. All right. Next, how long have you owned the property? Now that's getting into some backstory on the property, and also hopefully discovery of some level of motivation. All right. What are your future plans for the property? That's the next thing, Adrian. That sort of still gets into some backstory. We're trying to determine the motivation. Mm-hmm. So next, they go through all of that. Let them just talk. Don't overtalk them. At what price can we get a deal done? They may say, well, you called me. They may not give you a price. There's some people give you a price. Boom. So if they give you a price, this part down here, you have to worry about it. But if they don't give you a price, this is a nice, nasty way saying, if you don't give us a price, we may not call you back. So read that part, Adrian.
We need a rough figure to start an offer for your land. We're not brokers. We're investors looking to connect your property with over 3,000 eager buyers in your area. Without a starting price, it's tough for us to ensure a prompt follow-up. Could you suggest a ballpark figure, or perhaps consider the county's appraised value as a starting point?
See, that last part is key.
Ooh, you said appraised value.
Yeah, so you go with that county value. So a lot of people are gonna be like, "Oh, my property is worth twice as that." They just gave you a price. So if the county value is 50,000, so you'll take 100,000 for it.
Ah!
So you see that?
Yeah, I see that.
You see that?
Yeah, I see what you did there.
You see what I did right there?
Mm-hmm.
Boom. They say, "Oh, my property is worth 150,000. I mean, it's worth 3 times the value, and the value is 50,000. Oh, so you're saying you'll take 150 for it?
Okay.
Or something close to it? Oh, so now we have a price. Now we have something to work with, and it may be worth that and a lot more, or it may not be worth that though. Okay. But at least we have something. So instead of us going back and forth, we know they're in la la land. We can still make an offer because what, Adrian?
Because offers are free.
There you go. I got the shirt on, don't I?
Yeah, you do.
I got the shirt on tonight. That's
what's
up.
Doing.
So that's the land script. Okay. Now I'm going to tell you how to get access to this script. Now we're going to go through the self-storage script. Now keep in mind, you could do the same thing for houses. I don't have one here for houses, but I guess I'll make one up for so you all can access this tomorrow. But you sort of already have videos, tons of them on that or whatever. So the only thing you would be just changing is the top part on the houses script, because you'll just be asking for the number of bedrooms and baths, the age of the roof, heat and air, does it have a mortgage link? You're going to go through all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? So, all right, let's go through the one for self-storage. All right, so do we have to go through the top part? Yes, we do. We do, because it's a little different. All right, so they go.
Okay. Ty, you're going to hate me because this is a cold call about your buying.
About?
Yeah, typo.
What I said?
This is about your buying self-storage.
What I'm supposed to say?
About your self-storage facility.
About buying your self-storage. I need to take the your out. Okay, yeah. Boom. Okay, there you go. All right.
Because I read what's on the paper.
Hell no.
Okay. Ty, you're going to hate me because this is a cold call about buying yours. Oh my gosh, you're not reading the paper. You know how they do those little things and they be like, your mind reads faster than your eyes and it's better than you fill in the blank. But I'm trying to read this perfectly. Yeah. Then I'm not doing that. I ain't gonna read it.
You got to know who the creator is. He got a little. He got a little issue. You know what I'm saying? Your boy's struggling over here. I graduated college with 2.2. Go.
Gets degrees. These degrees. Okay. Ty, you're going to hate me because this is a cold call about buying your self-storage facility. Do you want to hang up now or give me 30 seconds and then decide?
Boom.
Ty, to be upfront, I have a good problem I think your self-storage facility can help me solve. My problem is I have more eager investors ready to buy the facilities I have to offer them, and your facility caught our eye as a potential match. Do you have a moment to discuss an offer?
Boom. So remember, if they give you the 36 seconds on option 1, you'll start on option 2. And then the last part, instead of saying, do you have a moment to discuss, you'll say, I guess I need to just type it in here, don't I? Have I earned another 5 minutes to discuss further?
Okay.
Yeah. So I'll put it in there.
All right.
Yeah.
That's nice.
All right. So, okay. So now I need to go to the rest of it. I'm sorry. So, all right. So now with the self-storage, so get the information to be able to analyze the property, right?
Right.
We start with the units and size. So how many units do you currently have at your facility? Are you familiar with the net rentable square footage of your property? So what net rentable square footage mean? A lot of people don't even know what that term mean when you've been, so you might just have to say square footage. But you say net rentable square footage, that's just a term used in the language, or NRSF. It identifies the actual square footage that you're renting, because they may have 30,000 square feet, and 5,000 square feet of that may just be office space. Just for administration, they're not renting any of it because they're using it. So really, they only have 25,000 of net rentable square footage. Very important.
All right.
But again, sometimes they don't know. So we'll figure that out once we get the unit mix. All right. So could you tell me more about your unit mix? The current mix of units for your property, unit sizes you offer. For example, do you have a variety of sizes like 5x5, 10x20, 5x10, 10x15, 10x30, and so on? All right. So sometimes they're going to know, sometimes they're not. Ideally, you want to know the total number of each size. Very important. And what they're charging for it. May not be able to get that out on a first call or whatever, but a lot of times they won't know that on a call. And again, you're just a cold call, so you never know what you're doing. You never know how you're catching them. All right. Climate control. Do any of your units offer climate control? And that's basically they have air conditioning. They normally keep it on 68 to 70, somewhere in there, year round. All right. Now, if it's not climate controlled, the other terms are non-climate controlled, or what they call cold storage, right? Which most facilities are that. They just don't have any air heat. So, all right, land and updates. How many acres does your facility sit on? You re-ask that question. Sometimes they'll know, sometimes they won't, because you're looking for the value add may be it's easy to expand for more units, actual self-storage units, or maybe for some type of parking, boat, RV, trucking, things of that nature, or some industrial outdoor storage, maybe some of that. Have there been any recent updates, renovations, or additions to the property? So you're just trying to get some backstory on it, what they've done recently to the property, if anything. All right, management. Are the facilities managed directly by you, or do you employ a management company? If managed by a company, what percentage of the revenue goes to them? So normally the way that works, if they have a third-party company managing the property, they do anywhere from 7 to 10%, all negotiable, of the gross or whatever. So if they're making $30,000 a month, the management company may be charging them $3,000 a month if it's 10%, just to use an example. The occupancy and ownership. What percentage of the units are currently rented or leased, right? That just say if they got 100 units, 70 of them are rented. Adrian, what's the percentage? 100 units, 70 of them are rented. What's the percentage?
70%.
70%. Don't act like you're guessing.
70%.
All right, so some confidence. Get some hair on your chest. All right, so how long?
Leave me alone.
How long have you owned the facility? So that's getting into your report stuff. All right, now when you get to the financials, sometimes they're not comfortable giving this information over on a first call. Do you know the gross monthly income for the facility? How much are they making each month? Gross. All right. If they give you that, then they can tell you what the expenses are. Could you share a ballpark figure for monthly expenses like electricity, taxes, insurance, so on? Right. All right. Then you'll ask them next question. What are your future plans for the property? What were your for or what are, what were, whatever. All right. Then you ask them the magic question again, the simple question. At what price can we get a deal done? At what price can we get a deal done? If they give you a price, boom, we roll, we take the information, we underwrite it, we analyze it. If they don't do that, Adria, then read the question. Read the statement.
We need a rough figure to start an offer for your land. We talking about storage facilities right now, though.
No.
Okay. We need a rough figure to start an offer for your storage facility. We're not brokers. We're investors looking to connect your property with over 3,000 eager buyers in your area. Without a starting price, it's tough for us to ensure a prompt follow-up. Could you suggest a ballpark figure? That's all it say.
Yeah, we can't go into the
appraisal thing.
No, don't do that with that. We're talking about so enough getting insulted. No, all right. So yeah, all right, boom. So those are the two scripts. Now you can use this for houses, whatever. Multifamily, just going to fill in the blanks. It's just really that first part, the opening and the ending. Gathering the information if they want to talk to you. That's simple, right? On knowing what you need to be able to evaluate, underwrite the property. All right, so how will you be able to access this script? Normally, I would tell you to text me. But guess what we're going to do, Adria? Because we're trying to do what?
Helped you.
Well, that too. We're going to make this accessible in the Facebook group. So when I do the live tomorrow,
at 12 noon
12 noon Eastern. Where my thing at? 12 noon Eastern.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to make those scripts available to you.
Oh, scripts will be available in the Facebook group. So there's no texting to get it.
No,
you have
sir.
to be in the Facebook group, which is titled Wholesaling Real Estate with the Flip Man. Go join that. And tomorrow when you go live at 12 noon Eastern, you'll be in there comping properties for those that are there. Now, keep in mind, don't be mindful if you got to put the address. You can use the message service and message the address. But if we're comping properties and we're comping them live, you got to be confident or just hope that, no one's shiesty and grimy in the chat. But that's the only way you can get your assistance with the comp is by giving Ty the address. Don't know what more to tell you about that.
Well, it's in a private group, so it's not, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but you're in a group with a lot of wholesalers.
Well, with a lot of wholesalers, yeah.
But most people aren't shiesty like that. Yeah. If you figure out who did it, we'll kick them out.
Well, we're going to do something to them.
Yeah, we're going to, razzle dazzle them. Yes, Shaq Smith says it. These scripts are invaluable. They were, if you have, if you're hesitant to do cold calling, if you have anxiety around this makes it just a little easier for you because you can just read it. Now you're gonna have to.
You don't want to sound like you're reading.
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah, you can put it in your own version. I'm just giving you the foundation.
Yeah.
You put your own furniture in there. We built the house for you. You put your own furniture in there. You ain't got to put what it showed on the brochure.
Okay. Yes.
That makes sense.
It does make sense.
Okay. Cool.
So what if they're clarify for me, right? They're going to be in the Facebook group.
Yes. Even
if I'm unable to be there at 12 noon Eastern.
Well, they'll be able to see, they'll be able to still access the script and everything in the group. We'll make it clear on where you can get it.
Okay.
I ain't figured that part out yet, but that ain't gonna be brain surgery.
Okay. Xavier, so see, you'll be at work, but those scripts will be in the group.
And we want you to start asking your questions. If you place a property in there beyond the live that I'm going to do tomorrow, I'm making an effort to comp those.
Okay.
Now, some of them I'll do videos on. Some of them I'll just tell you this is what you need to offer.
Okay.
Right. So it'll be a mix of both.
Okay. April said, "What's your Cash App information?"
We got that too.
April, really? Really?
Hey, in the famous words from the movie Penitentiary, I don't turn down nothing but my collar.
Oh my goodness. Okay. Yes, Xavier, would love for you to join that group. Wholesaling Real Estate with the Flip Man. Rachel on TikTok, I did put it in the chat. Let me slide over here to Instagram. I have not forgotten about you. I'm going to put it in the chat there
Nobody wanna
as
mess with it.
well. Now, I'm going to ask this one question. If the likes on my screen are correct, none of you have liked our Flippinar tonight. So just take a brief moment and hit the like button. That's all I'm asking. That's all Ty's asking.
That's all I'm asking.
Hit the like button. That number should exponentially climb from the number that I'm looking at right now. Y'all can see that number too.
Yeah, if you want to use the GPT, the offers are free. GPT to help you analyze your deals. Just text 300 to the number and follow the instructions in the video.
Now, I know we previously had a script for hotels. Are you going to share that too?
Yeah, I'll go ahead and put that together too.
All right, H&N.
I have that together too.
Gotcha.
We'll have that in the Facebook group also. So somebody asked for the cash app. There it is. Make sure it says Ask Flip Man. You'll see my logo there. And if you want to just test it, well, that won't let me. Well, that won't work either. So just make sure it's right.
Okay.
But anyway, what else we got?
A lot of people have already rated.
Oh, the thumbnail,
but throw it back up.
Let's throw it back up.
Throw it back up. And this is what we do every week, guys. For my visitors, which I hope aren't visitors, hope you're here to stay and will be here every week from here on out. We throw up a thumbnail.
Now remember, we're giving away free coaching here in a minute now.
Yeah, and I hope they're still here because there's a twist to this. Yeah. The thumbnail, which is basically the cover picture for YouTube, like when we post it back again, is supposed to be connected to the title of the show. So the title is "Call Your Way to Millions: Cold Calling Scripts for Wholesaling Real Estate," which is what we just went over.
Flippinar 304.
Flippinar 304. So you got Flipman here in his red shirt talking on the phone.
I told him to use zomps.
And you have cash floating in the background, hotel, multifamily houses, self-storage. So if you get the impression that he's on the phone talking about making money with those 4 real estate options, then you give it a 5. If you don't like it, you give it a 1. But if you give it anything less than a 5, I need to know why and what could be improved. I will tell you, the real Terry said it would be a 10 if he was in that baby blue shirt you had on last week.
Okay.
The shirt that they complimented you
on.
Oh,
yeah.
That looked really nice.
Okay.
He should have had it on. So next one, he needs to be in a baby blue shirt. Just saying. They got zomps on it in gray.
Okay.
Tell the man that. All right. So while y'all put that in the chat, I'll go ahead and go through some of the votes that we have. So Mr. Bailey, a 5. The real Terry gave you a 10. Xavier, a 5. David Carter, a 5. Debbie and Scooter, 5. Walt Ross, 5. Paula Smith, 5. Cass says 5 for sure. Beverly Thomas, an 8. Michelle, a 5. Keziah, a 5.
BT from Meridian.
Yes. Wanda, a 5. Let me keep scrolling down here. Desiree gave you a 10. Wilhelmus, stay tuned, gave us a 5. I said us, gave you a 5. Skashan says love it, a 5. 555, actually. That's a 15. Kay Young, a 5. Dontrell Peterson, a 5. LaShawn, welcome, a 5. Chantel, a 5. Oh, Carla.
Wow.
Where you come from with this 4?
Oh.
Explain yourself.
Please explain.
Let us know.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Glad my girl gave me an 8.
Glad you got that 15 and that 10.
Oh, okay.
The 4, it don't mess up nothing. It don't mess up nothing. But I just want to know. April gave you a 5. Thank you, April. We're going to wait for Carla to explain herself. But in the meanwhile, last week, Reeman gave you a 5 last week, and welcome. I don't think I've seen your name in here. Really appreciate you joining us tonight, Reeman. And Betty David, a 5. Oh, okay. Carla corrected herself. She said that was supposed to be a 5.
Okay.
You've been forgiven.
Yeah, right.
You've been forgiven. Deanna is a 5. So I think
we ain't trying to bullet nobody.
No, we're not.
And
no,
you
we're
have
not.
a 4, it's a 4
Oh,
to
a
you.
4 is a 4. And
Yeah.
you can tell us what's wrong with it, because normally y'all should know by now. I normally don't give a 5 myself, ever. But this one you get a 5. It's nice.
Okay.
It's nice. Field council gives you a 5 as well. So let's recap. Last week, we put out there an offer that was unbelievable for you guys to invite individuals to the Flippinar that you know or thought would be interested in learning how to make money with real estate with little to no cash or credit. Okay. You were supposed to have them join the live, and they were supposed to come in and at you in the chat box. All right. The prize for doing this was free coaching. As long as Ty is living, breathing, talking, he ain't got to be walking, but living, breathing, and talking, you would receive coaching.
Yeah.
Coaching. Oh, HN did give you a 4. Says only because I couldn't distinguish what the storage unit pick was.
Oh, let me see. I ain't even pay attention to it. Yeah, he good. Well, no, I see the boxes.
I see the boxes, but it does look like a garage.
Let's see here.
It should have been more.
Yeah.
Like instead of behind it, if it had been beside it.
He shouldn't have had the windows up in there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But
I see. And then if it had been orange, because you think orange sources. Okay. See, and that's cool.
Okay.
We all right with that. See, we got a little feedback.
Yeah.
Appreciate that, HN. So basically coaching. And I don't know. I'm just gonna put it out there. That is not a free service, and it ain't no lightweight service either. To be able, that man Cole with them thumbnails. Deonica said, that man Cole with them thumbnails. And he is. And he is. Oh, and I'm sorry, but I'm a little off topic. Deanna and her husband are celebrating 43 years of wonderful marriage. Congratulations!
Wow,
happy anniversary.
That distills my theory of
what?
That they beat the odds. They could probably go win the lottery of staying married. You know, so it's a high percentage that don't. You know what I'm saying? So y'all have a theory. Y'all want to hear it?
Mike's mom is 41.
That's good.
Yeah, and it's a lady at our church. Believe it or not, they've been married 76 years.
Oh, they don't even remember when they met each other.
they grew up together. Now we ain't gonna tell you how it was when they got married. Oh, yeah, they
were more responsible back then.
I think she was 16 and he was probably 18, something like that. Yeah, that was one of them shotguns. Yeah. Shotgun weddings. But okay, no, we don't want to hear a theory on that. Okay. There was something else that we put up for grabs too. It was the coaching, because you added that at the end.
No, it was the course. They're gonna get the courses.
The course. It was the course and the coaching. All right. So let's just get into this. Yes, Raymond. No, you're not leaping off the cliff. Oh, well, I mean, I guess you're saying you're taking like a leap of faith or whatever, but this is an awesome place for you to be with great people to network with. Go join that Facebook group and you will not regret it. Okay, so this is what I need. I want to say first off, I appreciate those who took part in the challenge. Neff7, David Carter, Eugenia Reed, The Real Terry, and Will Helmus. Appreciate y'all. Those were the 5 individuals that were added in the chat comments, but naturally one person stood out the most. And that would be Will, with 9 individuals that were in the chat that said they were here because he was because he invited them. But this is the catch. All right. Come to the chat. Come forward. Mr. Man, Motivational Blueprints, Desaline, Narlico, Luke Nielsen, Peter Silva, Jessica Juarez, Katya O'Neill, and Leandra Silva. Put a thumbs up in that chat. You had to stay to the end. Let's see how many. of you guys are still here. And just so many of you who want to know, the next up was David Carter, who had 4 individuals here. The real Terry had 3. Eugenia Reed had 1, and Neff had 1 as well. Waiting on those individuals.
Did nobody have 5?
He had 9.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. What's his name?
Will Helmus.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, I'm just waiting on the people he invited to put a thumbs up in that chat. Will Helmus says, I ain't never won anything in my whole life. Thank you so much. All right, Leandra, I see you. Thank you for putting that thumbs up. Stay to the end. Do you have anything else while I wait for this?
No, we're gonna. So you counted Will's 9?
Yes.
No, we're gonna roll. We're gonna get to him. We need that effort. We're gonna get to him.
Okay.
We ain't got to wait till because we might be all night. We're gonna get it to him.
Scatchan. Okay, if you have 4, I did not see anyone at. I see you, Constance. Actually 10. So yeah. I didn't see any ads, and I apologize if I did not see that. But if you say you have 4, I absolutely believe you. And maybe they put a different name in there, but still with Will's 9. That I can actually go through.
How are we gonna get Will to reach us?
Oh, Scashan, they're on Instagram. Yeah, those were the rules. YouTube. They had to be on YouTube because it was almost impossible for me to look at Instagram and TikTok. But I do appreciate you, and I appreciate you inviting those individuals to join us. So yes, Katja, I see you as well.
Yeah, remember tomorrow, the 12 noon Eastern. We're going to be comping properties. Also, you're going to be able to access those scripts that we went through tonight through the Facebook group, Wholesaling Real Estate with the Flip Man. So remember, tomorrow, 12 noon.
All right. So before we close out, how do you want Will to contact you?
Well, if he's on my 205-964-5243, I should be able to, let me see. He might be already in there. Let me see. So I won't get tricked here. Be done tons of wheels.
Okay.
How you spell his last name?
Helmus.
Yeah, there he is right there. Okay. There
you got him?
Yeah, I got him.
All right. Yeah. Will just be looking for communication from Ty to get you set up, get you started. Congratulations. Again, thank you to everyone in the chat that participated. Thank you. Appreciate you being here. Hey, Gnarly Co. I see you. I see you as well. So yes, he's also had 5 people that's done a thumbs up too. So it's he won. All right. We out.
We are out. I really appreciate everyone. Join us tomorrow, 12 noon Eastern in the Facebook group, Wholesaling Real Estate with the Flip Man. It's a private group, so we have to let you in. So we'll see you there. Boom.
Flip man. It's the Flip Man. You want some money in your hand? Flipping houses without credit or your cash. Get that bag.